The New York Knicks have fired their coach, Tom Thibodeau. We know this. It's been this for a couple days. We've heard the crazy of the crazy, right? Maybe they're going to go and ask Dallas for permission to hire Jason Kidd. Maybe it's going to be Johnny Bryant. Who the hell knows? Then you hear Kevin Durant, Giannis. Let's just try to bring anybody in. I have a feeling they're just going to this up. I don't know how. I just feel like this is going to be royally screwed up because it doesn't feel like they have a plan.
It's interesting, right? So when the news went down, and not to go too far backwards, I'm at a loss when it comes to coaching. I've been asking for the last 3-4 years, what is success in coaching? And every time I'm like, okay, I think this coach is fine. They're not. And I think in this era, there's going to be a lot of decisions from the top where, okay, we need to make a move, and a move just gets made. I think you're trying to build something, but I don't necessarily know what type of coach you're looking for. When you had, this is the part that trips me out about this one. Your front office and your coach were in synergy. You had the type of players that were built for him, and he was able to produce an offense that was better than people ever would have thought. That is what is breaking my brain about this move. Obviously, everyone's mad because everyone, the league just decided we are putting a wing on Karl Anthony Towns. I don't care what you guys do, and that's hard to deal with. The big part is the names they're linked to early, the Jason Kidd portion of the program. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy you think Knicks fans are going to be with the eventual hire?
If it's Jason Kidd and the New York Knicks fan base, you saying on the scale of 1 to 10, they're probably going to give it about, a 4? Right? Wait, what do you think it's going to be? Because you got a number in your head.
I don't think they're going to be happy with what happens, in my opinion. And I'm tracking my mentions to see how people react to it. But I think it's just, we live in this day and age where if something is a pattern and people can see it and it's loud, they just kind of hammer it home and you forget the good stuff, right? So, boy, why don't we have any bench depth? Dion, Tibbs is Tibbs. You know what you signed up for. Hey, what do we, our defense? Tibbs is a defensive guy. He's doing better offensively. I don't know. But if you're looking just to kind of request to get Jason Kidd, or hey, is Ime Udoka available? Or hey, right, are you gonna ask for Coach Michael Malone? Are you just trying to get similar version, different person? Is that what you're trying to do? Tibbs, we love what you did, which, by the way, what a 5-year run. I remember in the tweet that was fired out talking about it, I was like, he did a whole lot in 5 years. Are you just trying to get, because it feels like you have to go established. You can't get rid of Tibbs and then hire first-time coach, in my opinion. I don't think that is how they go, especially if you're in championship now mode, which the Knicks obviously are with the roster they put together. So who are you going to get that's going to be able to have the offensive versatility, but also improve the defense to a degree with the personnel you have?
You know what? This strikes me back to a time in my dating life where I heard a woman, she didn't tell me this, Steve. She told me this about a dude. She was like, I loved every single thing that he did for me, what he meant to me. I just wanted him and somebody else. That's all. I didn't want him. I wanted everything he brought, just in a different package. Is that not what if you're going to, no, Steve, if you're going to go look, I'm going to love Dr. here. If we're going to go and look for Michael Malone, who was fired because of how he kicked it, he didn't play his young guys, he didn't want to develop them, and he leaned too much on perhaps his best player, Nikola Jokic. How's that any different than Tom Thibodeau leaning way too much on Jalen Brunson, not quite figuring out what to do with Karl Towns, and not developing the bench? Tell me how that's different. I want you, if not you.
Yeah, but Coach Michael Malone won a championship. So, you bought a house.
This is insane. That's what I'm saying. And I'm with you. You can't bring in a first-time head coach. I thought some of the Knicks' problems, okay, I'm going to see what you think on this one. I thought they were too reliant on Jalen Brunson. But I felt like part of that is on Jalen Brunson, right? When players come and tell you or tell ownership or management or whatever it is, we don't like our roles or we're not sure of our roles, that means we don't like our roles. If you're saying as an offense, man, we can do more. If OG is saying, not saying this is OG saying this, but if OG is saying, I can do more, Mikal Bridges is saying, I can do more, Karl Anthony Towns saying, I can do more, then where's all that more coming from? That more is coming from Jalen Brunson, the clutch player of the year. And as funny as it sounds, I'm not sure if you can be a champion with a player who is a defensive sieve taking up that load of offense production, whatever it is. Like, I think that's a tough thing to sort of balance out, no matter who's the coach.
I agree. There is a tricky balance because one, Jalen Brunson is like, it's not he's not performing well. Like, it's not just because he's taking a bunch of shots that he's doing well. You give him more shots because he's making life hell for the defense. I think if there is one place that I questioned what was going on in New York, it was probably, did you establish enough things for the other people? Like, there should have been a stronger base around what Jalen Brunson does. So Jalen Brunson is going to get the ball and do what Jalen Brunson does. But what are you running for Mikal Bridges that you have in your back pocket? So I know I can get him in movement, I can get him on cuts, I can throw it to him in the post. Did you tap that button? How did you enhance OG? Is he a screener? Is he a roller? Are you posting him up? Like, a lot of it became, we are flowing off the pressure Jalen Brunson creates, and the NBA, the league said, that's cool. You can't do that with Karl Anthony Towns anymore. And now he either has to get doubled or it's going to be him in a drop and we help and we kick. Like, we're putting your offense in a box. So whoever comes in next to the Knicks, get a better tempo, establish things for these players that have been good in different places. I thought Karl Anthony, let's give him credit. Karl Anthony Towns did not have fun in the Detroit series until they finally said, hey, get to the post and get to the elbow and get closer to the basket, and they were able to find things. You have to have things for those guys. So when you talk about bench or depth, you should be able to have stronger bench lineups because you have 4 really good players. So if you have offensive things for them and you're able to mix and match and be able to run things through them, like even in the Indiana series, I thought Bridges was good in pick and roll because they were decided how they want to guard Jalen Brunson. And Bridges was like, cool, I'll get downhill. I'm a little bit taller. But it was like, okay, we did that. Now back to this. So it's just like, if you can have a little bit of a package, a little bit of pieces for those guys, it enhances things.
What was funny for me was watching Karl Towns when Brunson wasn't on the floor. And it struck me, Karl Towns and Brunson operate, in theory, at the same exact spots. Top of the key, left wing. Like, when Karl does his jab step taking the 3, that's on the wing. But he can't do that because Brunson is operating there together. And like you said, that pick and roll got so clunky with, we're just going to switch and put a wing on Karl and we're going to gum up your entire offense. He didn't find a place to operate with Brunson in conjunction with Brunson. Brunson was going to get his regardless, but Karl couldn't find any type of rhythm unless Brunson was off the floor. And I don't know how that changes. Like, you are who you are 10 years in the league.